This morning, we're going to dive into this series, part two, on the subject matter of unlearning, the power and purpose of unlearning. I believe that more now than ever, you have to learn how to think for yourself. You have to learn how to think for yourself. Of the vast majority of processes and systems and methods of living, Minister Eveling, methods of living, David, methods of living have come about for a necessary purpose prior to us having ever been placed in the plan of the purpose for which something was created. In other words, the world was formed with all kinds of agenda. Linda, all kinds of agenda. Miss Sybil, all kinds of agenda was established in this world before we were here, while we're here, and when we leave, there will always be forms, structures, and systems that are bigger than us. Okay, that are bigger than us. They're more engaged. And here's what I want you to know. Here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that you have to decide to not live on the grid, not live on society's grid. The Bible says it this way: be in this world, but not of this world. The Bible says, be in this world, but not of this world. So there is a form of lifestyle that people have that actually is not working for them, but they're not thinking about it. They're not thinking about it. And so with that said, they're finding themselves living like everybody else, getting what everybody else is getting, and they're calling it living when it's not living. The vast majority of people are not living life effectively. The vast majority of people don't like who they are. The vast majority of people, they got the homes, they got the cars, they got the money, they got the titles. Come on, man. They got the certificates on the wall, but they're depressed. They're frustrated. They're angry. They're going around with hurt and anger and disgust. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. How many of you have ever seen somebody? Be honest with me. How many of you have ever seen somebody? You say you got too much going for you to be that angry. How many of you have ever seen somebody where you be like, you got too much going for you to be that behind, to be that broke, to be that frustrated? What's going on? What's going on? You just bought a new car. You just bought a new house. You just got promoted. You got the degree. Hello. You met the goals that you said you wanted to acquire. Listen, but you don't like you. What's wrong? What's wrong? How many of you know people who, be honest with me now, how many of you know somebody who got a lot going for themselves, but boy, do they dread getting up out of bed. Boy, do they dread going to work. Boy, do they find themselves living a lonely life. Oh, Lord, literally, I'm not trying to bash nobody. I'm just simply saying at some point, we all should stop and say, this is not how life is supposed to be lived, and I need to discover how to live life effectively. I need to discover how to live life effectively. Now, here's the deal. My mission in life, henceforth, my mission in life moving forward is to discover how to help people capitalize on the fact that as long as you're still here, you're still in the game. So knowing that I'm still in the game, guess what I'm going to do? I am going to go ahead and give effort to increase my chances of living life the way I'm supposed to live. Okay? How I'm supposed to live. So I'm going to challenge you. Okay? I'm going to challenge you. You've got to start thinking about how you've been thinking. You're going to have to, Jamal, you're going to have to start thinking about how you've been thinking. You're going to have to go a little bit deeper, and you're going to have to commit. Okay, why is it that this is how I've been conditioned, thinking, living, and it's not working for me? Okay, it's not working for me. So we're going to have to push the envelope, and you're going to have to tell yourself, I'm going where I have never gone before. I am willing to become who God has created me to be by pushing the old behaviors aside. Okay? Ah, man. David says, we all know somebody like that. Thank you, David, for responding. We all know somebody like that. Listen to me, people. Listen to me. I want to challenge you this morning. I want to challenge you this morning to go ahead and start doing some deeper digging in regards to yourself. I want to live the rest of my life as the best of my life. I don't want to get up out of bed in the morning and dread getting up. I don't want to be involved in stuff that does not tickle my fancy. I just really like living. I love having been given today. How many of you glad you're alive? How many of you glad? Listen, man, I was talking to a group this past weekend. I told them straight up, hey, listen, this week has been an incredible week. Now, here's the deal. All depending on your anticipation is what you're going to attract. All depending on your focus is what you're going to attract. Somebody say, it just keeps getting worse. I'm telling you, change your angle. Change how you're looking at things. Change how you're looking at things, because what you give focus to increases in your life. Come on, Miss Johnson. I am glad to be alive. Oh, my Lord. I'm glad. You better learn how to tell yourself, I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be in my right mind. I'm glad to have the health that I have. I'm glad to have the resources that I have. I walk with some pep in my step, not because I think I'm better than anybody else, but I'm on to something. I'm on to something. I've discovered. Here's what I've discovered, Jamal. I've discovered that there are a lot of people who don't like themselves. Okay, there's a lot of people who have gotten a chance to be given the same day, the same week, the same opportunity. I'm talking about the same favor, and they can't even see it. They don't even know how to appreciate it. They don't even know how to appreciate it. So I'm going to help some people today, because I believe that more now than ever, it is the will of God for us to capitalize on the fact that each day is an opportunity to bring glory and honor to God. Every day is an opportunity to bring honor and glory to God. The Bible says in John chapter 15, verse 8, one of my favorite verses in the Bible. John chapter 15, verse 8, it says, herein is how my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit. Okay? That you bear much fruit. Now, the reality of it is, everybody's not bearing fruit. Everybody's not bearing fruit. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to get up this morning and decide to be a fruit producer. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get your mind right. A lot of people are judging you. A lot of people are judging all around the world with all kinds of opinions, but you're not on that run. You're not on that run. The run that you're on, the mission that you're on, needs to be about elevation for you. You want to die empty. Anybody with me? Anybody? How many of you want to die empty? How many of you want to die empty? How many of you are committed to dying empty? Like, listen, nothing missing, lacking, or broken. I'm in pursuit of dying empty. So this morning, I want to dive into the subject. The focus this morning is the power and purpose of unlearning. The power and purpose of unlearning. Minister Carol, you're going to like this, because a lot of what we have learned, we should not have. A lot of what we have learned, we should have not had. And the unfortunate thing is, so many people are locked in on how their principles for living has been their principles for living for a long time, that now it's not working for them, but they don't understand the importance of unlearning. So what happens, John Wells, is there are a lot of people who will say, that's just the way it is. That's how I've always been. You know, I've learned this a long time ago. My mama said this. Oh, everyone in my neighborhood knows this. Oh, and it appears that if everybody's doing it, it must be right. That's what a lot of people have found themselves living within those parameters. If everybody's doing it, if it's popular, it must be right. I'm here today to tell you, it is important for you to examine the principles for which you've been living your life on. What has been the principles for which you've been living your life on? What do you really believe about family? And how much of it has messed you up? How many of y'all know the wrong idea about family can cost you your credit? The wrong idea about family can cost you your mental health. The wrong idea about family can cost you your life. If you have the wrong idea about family or nothing, and let me tell you something, I'll do anything and everything for my family, you can find yourself behind bars. Because you could have somebody who's stuck on stupid, who is a family member, and because you have committed, oh man, for family I live and for family I die, you're going to mess your credit up, you're going to find yourself losing your job, and you're going to find yourself possibly behind bars, you'll find yourself actually dead, dead, because you have overextended that idea of family. You got to have some parameters. I'm helping somebody today. I ain't getting much love, but I'm helping somebody today. I'm here today to tell you, not because your family means you get a full pass. You don't get a full pass because you're family. I'm telling you this. Listen, what principle have you been living under that has become your thoughts, your way of living when it comes to money? What's your view about money? There are a lot of people, you aren't short of having money come through you. You just have no money sticking with you. You just can't show me the money. There is no money being hanging out with you for a while. There's no money hanging out with you. You had money. Money came to you, but money didn't stick with you because you don't understand the principles of money. You just had money, but you don't have money. Hello, somebody. You've had the money come through you, but you don't have the money with you. So you got to ask yourself, what's wrong with my ideology when it comes to money? What is my understanding about money? Why in the God's world, hello, somebody, I'm about to help somebody this morning. Why in the world, at 47 years old, I mention my age again, I do that every session. At 47 years old, am I still insecure? Why in the world am I still insecure at 47 years old? Why am I so concerned about people's opinions of me at 47 years old? Why is it that I don't show up in the world with some understanding as to this is who I am? Full head and all, gray beard and all, accent and all, limited abilities in certain areas and all. It is who I am. Did you hear what I said? It is who I am. That is not even proper, but I'm going to say it just the way I said it. Okay? Because here's the deal. At some point, you got to ask yourself, why am I so insecure? Why? Watch this. Watch another one. Watch another one. Why am I so angry? Okay? Why am I so angry? Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, you need to subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this on Coach Ricardo Miller Facebook page, you got to send this to somebody. Somebody needs to be free. There is some unlearning we have to do. I'm in a season of unlearning, and so I'm evolving. Somebody said, 2 years ago, Ricardo, boy, he messed me up. I don't even like that dude. 2 years ago, when someone says 2 years ago for me, they missed the boat because David, listen, I am not who I was last week. I'm not who I was last month. I am not who I was last year. I am unlearning. I've messed up in times past. There is so much I didn't understand. There is so much I was doing that I thought was true. There was so much I thought was right, but it was wrong. And now at this stage in my life, I am learning. I am learning to unlearn. Hello, somebody. I am not going to stay stuck in a rut. I'm not going to stay stuck in a rut. I'm not going to stay stuck in a rut. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to grow. I'm going to become better in all that I put my hands to. Now, you got to commit. Okay, you got to commit. You got to commit. You got to tell yourself, hey, listen, I am responsible for where I am. If I don't like where I am, I need to make some adjustments. So the concept of unlearning helps us to take things to a deeper level when it comes to shifting our mindset. Shifting our mindset. You need to ask yourself, some people, when it comes to faith, Their whole faith is based on just affiliation to a church, not an experience or a relationship with the God of the church. Okay. Some people, their whole concept is get a job to make a living, not get a job to have a life. It's two different things. You agree with that, Miss Jocelyn? You agree with that? See, there are some people who say, you know what? I only look out for my family. I don't look out for anybody else. But guess what? You could be missing out on people who are just like family because of the covenant commitment they have made to you, to the point where they're better to you than biological family. These are people who you need to do life with, because they're the ones who are bringing to you what family should have brought to you. I'm here today to tell you, you got to challenge the way you've been thinking. Joanne, you got to challenge the way. You got to ask yourself, this is how I've been thinking up to this point. How I've been thinking up to this point has brought me up to this point. Let me say it again. This is how I've been thinking up to this point. Up to this point, this is what my thinking has brought me to. So what I may need to do is I need to start looking at how I've been thinking. I got to ask myself. One of those things that I ask myself is, Ricardo, why at this age in your life, you have not cracked the code. You have not figured out how to get past this roadblock. And I'm working on that. Okay, so here's a couple of things. We must unlearn what we have learned. But what is it that you have to unlearn? Write this down. You have to unlearn the things that are not benefiting you, but you're living by. Let me say that again. You have to unlearn the things that are not benefiting you, but you're living by. Oh, I can't do without TV. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, I can't do without shopping. Oh, where did you pick that up from? Oh, I've never had good credit. That's just who we are. I've never had an emergency fund. Oh, wow. Well, I have to do this. I have to do that. But how's that working for you? How's that working for you? My coach, a guy who I had coaching me for a few years back in the day, he would say the question oftentimes when I debate him, I can talk. Joanne, I can talk. Hey, John Wells, I can talk. And so oftentimes he would say, how's that working for you? Hey, Miss Jocelyn, he would say, how is that working for you? See, Joanne, what we do is we fight for what we believe, but we are not assessing what we believe to identify it's what we're trying to live on, the principle that we need to be living on. Is this the way I need to go? Because I believe this, but it's not working for me. Okay, so I want you to get out of your head, get out of that stuck place, and just tell yourself, I have to unlearn what I should have never learned in the beginning. So I wrote down a couple of things. Okay, we live in the information age, so you must learn to unlearn in order to cope in this ever evolving society. What you learned 5 years ago may not be the principles for which you need to live on today. Okay, every year you should look at your budget and make some adjustments. Every year you should look at your eating habits and make some adjustments. Every year you should look at your social circle and make some adjustments. Hello, every year you want to look at how you've engaged in life. The question is, have you enjoyed life? Have you enjoyed life? What is your legacy? What if you were to die today? How would you be remembered? Okay, if the hurricane, a category 5, came and hit your life right now, hit your home right now, are you prepared for what could be coming? Because you understand, having lived a while, there's something called a hurricane season. It's called winter. Okay, it's called drought. Okay, it's called issues that will present themselves, and you can ensure yourself. You can prepare yourself. But if you keep living the way you've been living and not unlearning the habits that caused you to have a problem before, you're going to, chances are, have a similar problem in the future. So here's a couple of things. I said this and I'm done, okay? The sooner you unlearn the untruth that you have been programmed to believe, because a lot of what we believe have been hardwired. How many of y'all agree with that? A lot of what we believe have been hardwired. So now it's a stronghold. Oh, now it's a stronghold, Miss Cynthia. Now it's a stronghold. So even though I agree with Coach Ricardo Miller, the fight to break free from the stronghold, Linda, does not allow for me to get it just under the whole idea that I agree. Oh, Ricardo, I agree. But the question is, are you willing to fight through the programming to reprogram yourself to a healthier way? Somebody said, well, how come you don't eat that? I don't eat that no more. I had to unlearn. That wasn't good for me. As a matter of fact, it wasn't good for mama. It wasn't good for grandmama. It has never been good for us as a family. But what I did was I had to make a commitment to unlearn what I had become accustomed to, because it was a family's favorite. It's been a family favorite. As a matter of fact, it's still a family favorite, but it's not the favorite for me, because I don't want to live under the curse. I don't want to live under the curse. How many of y'all want to commit? I am no longer living under the curse. I am no longer living under the curse. And you got to identify what is the curse that you've been living under that is below God's idea for you. Okay, you got to identify what is the curse, what is the principle, what is the idea that you've been living under, that you are holding on to, that is not God's idea for you. So here's a couple of practical things, and I'm done. Okay, I'm already over time. Five quick things I want you to think about. Number one, okay, here are 5 things you need to unlearn. I was talking to a potential client last week, and boy, did he try to debate me on this. And I said, how's that working for you? I said, how is that working for you? So number one, your traits are fixed. You need to unlearn that. Your traits are fixed. Write that down, please. Write that down. Somebody write that down. Your traits are fixed. You have to unlearn that. That's not true. Your traits are fixed. That's just me. That's really the statement that comes from that. Your traits are fixed. You have to unlearn that. Yes, that's been a lifelong trait of mine. That's been a lifelong behavior of mine. But glory be to God, I can change. That's powerful right now. That's powerful. Watch this. Your traits are fixed is an idea that you have to unlearn. Okay, when you have a growth mindset, you can tell yourself, I may never have mastery in that particular area, but I can change that particular area. I am not a rock. I can change. So when you hear people, they're locked in. Okay, Choicey, they are locked in and saying, that's just me. No, that's because they are now owning that trait. They're owning that trait. I'm here this morning to tell you, you got to get past owning traits that are not helping you. Well, I've always been that way. Stop saying that and start realizing that even though you've always been that way, you can address that, because you're not a rock. You can change. Okay, so number one, your traits. Okay, unlearn. This is number one. Thank you, Miss Jocelyn, for writing it down. You got to get it in your head, get it in your heart. Your traits can change. So you have to unlearn this whole your traits are fixed. That's just me. That's just me. No. That's not you. That's who you've been accustomed to being up to this point. Okay, I wish I can share with y'all. I wanted to cry yesterday. I was talking to my spiritual mom and I was testifying, and I said, when I look at my life and who I've become over the years, oh my Lord, every time they cornered me and put me in a box and said, that's just who he was or that's who he is, let me tell you something. I shifted. God shifted. God shifted. God shifted it. God shifted it. How many of you look at your life and you saw some shifts? You saw some shifts. You saw some shift. You never thought you would deal with that kind of money, but the shift brought some money that people never thought you would have. The platforms you never thought you would have. Come on, access you never thought you would have. You just broke the mold. You just broke the mold. You decided not to be what you've always been. Let's go to the next one. Number 2. Watch this. Watch this. Number 2. This is number 2. Unlearn this behavior, okay? Eating fast food is normal. Eating fast food is normal. Eating too much fast food will kill you. Okay, so write that down, y'all. Write that down. Listen. Number 2, eating fast food is normal. It's not normal. Okay, so unlearn this whole concept of eating fast food is normal. Fast food everywhere makes it look like it's the right thing for everybody to do. For everybody to do. Oh man, it's just a part of society now. Fast food isn't going anywhere. Of course it's not. But the Bible says broad is the way that leads to death, and narrow is the way that leads to life. Let me tell you something. You got to unlearn this addiction to fast food. Okay, you have to unlearn this addiction to fast food. So unlearn the concept of eating fast food is normal. No, eating fast food is unhealthy. The vast majority of fast food is not good for you. You have to be so particular. You have to be so intentional to extract the best out of fast food. But here's the deal. But a lot of people, we've become as a society. Start thinking for yourself. That's what this whole teaching series is about. Thinking for yourself, and you start realizing, why am I so addicted to this? And this isn't even good for me. When I do the stuff, my wife and I, this past weekend, we were doing some studying and talking and so forth. And every time somebody would say something to me about a suggestion or something they thought that I didn't know about, guess what I did? I Googled it. And then I went on YouTube and watched a 2 or 3 minute video and educated myself. And then I said, they're right. Look at all of the benefits. Oh, look at all of the negative impact. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Okay? My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So what I'm saying to you today is don't allow yourself to just be going through what society is pushing as a regular. Oh no, I don't want to live like everybody else. I want to live above. Okay, so here's the deal. If everybody else is doing it, I don't have to do it. Now, here's the deal. A little moderation, okay? I'm not telling you not to eat your burger. I'm not telling you not to eat your fries. I'm telling you, don't be addicted. I'm telling you, don't have it to become a stronghold. I'm telling you, don't allow yourself to have a level of dependency where, you know what, you can't even get past a drive-through without pulling through it. How many of you, please help me out, be honest, I got to finish this up. How many of you will tell you, listen, how many of you have seen people or yourselves, be honest, go onto a drive-through, you're not even hungry and you buy something. And I'm talking about buying stuff that's not even good for you. You're not even hungry. You just go through the drive-through, hey, could I get me 2 Big Macs and a fries, a large fries, come on. And then watch this, give me a Diet Coke, okay? That's sugar-free Coke, miss. How many of you find yourself just going through? You just go to Starbucks because you always go to Starbucks. You go to Wendy's, you go to Chick-fil-A because you always go to Chick-fil-A. When there is healthier ways to doing this thing, you got to look at this, man. And then, the devil's attacking my health. Okay, listen, kick the devil in the behind and tell him I'm going to have the victory over this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my part. What I shouldn't be eating, I'm not going to eat, okay? What I need to stay away from, I'm going to stay away from because I want to live a long, progressive, productive life, all right? That's for somebody this morning. Now, the number 3, guys, watch this. Number 3, you got to unlearn. This is another one that you got to unlearn. Watch this. Money is the solution. Money is the solution. Money is the solution. You got to unlearn that one. Money is the solution. Money is not the solution. More money is not the solution. Okay? More money is not the solution. More money is amazing. More money is nice. More money, all of us should have it. Don't get me wrong. I like me some money. Okay, I want to have the money that I can have to be able to do what I should do in the life and have the life that I desire to have. But money is not the solution. You gotta. If I could only make more money. You hear people say that. How many of y'all have heard people say that? How many of you have heard people say, if I can only make more money? If I can only make more money. And guess what? The thing about money is the more money you make, the more money you find yourself still needing to make because your lifestyle increases. Okay, so more money is not the solution. We got to unlearn that crap, man. You got to learn how to live life to the fullest with whatever level of income you have, whatever level of finances you got. You got to learn how to say, hey, listen, I know how to live life to the fullest with a lot of money, and I know how to live life to the fullest with no money. Whatever position I find myself in, I'm going to live life to the fullest. But there are some people, they're frustrated, Megs. They're frustrated, Miss Cynthia, because if I could only have more money, if I could only have more money, and they're not faithful with the little. They're not faithful with the little. I don't have nothing against more money. I'm just saying more money is not the solution. Okay, a bigger house is not the solution. A second car is not fully the solution oftentimes. Okay, a side hustle sometimes is not the solution. Sometimes you just really got to start looking deeper and asking yourself, what is the healthy best solution? Even though all of what I just mentioned could be pluses, that's a bonus. It could be something that I highly suggest that you lean into and embrace. Okay, so go ahead and tell yourself, hey, listen. Okay, money is not the solution. Last two, guys. Last two. Number 4. Failure, mistakes, and being wrong is not a shame. Let me say that again. Failure, mistakes, and being wrong is not a shame. Yeah. There are some people that, I don't even want to go outside because I'm ashamed because of failure, because of mistake, because of you carry it like a no. You got to get to the point where you start to realize everybody fails. Everybody have mistakes. Everybody has been wrong at some point. So why at 47 years old am I walking around with this high level of shame because certain things didn't work out? They took the car. Oh, they recode your car, huh? I feel so bad. Unfortunately, I'm going to learn from that, and I'm never going to have a car report again. Oh, you went through a divorce. Oh my God, you should feel so bad. That's so terrible. People go through divorce every day. I'm not going to curse my future because of what I'm going through today. Oh, they took your house from you. That you should feel bad. Why should I feel bad? I was overextended with this house. That was just a little bit too much for me. I'm learning now to not bite off more than I can chew. It was just a little bit too much for me. Let the house go and keep my peace in the name of Jesus. I'm not going to walk around feeling all shame and unworthy. Oh, what if my neighbor gonna see me moving out now? Or they don't see me with the car that I had. Oh, I lost my job. I feel so bad that I lost my job. Oh, see, that's external living. When you're an effective living ambassador, you no longer live from the outside, you live from the inside. And you learn to make sure that you're in a healthy place. You're in a good place. And decisions have to be made. And when those decisions are made, you learn how to own and accept that's just what it is. And God is going to navigate you past where you are so that the rest of your life can be the best of your life. But if you keep walking around with shame and regret and frustration about mistakes you have made, let me tell you something that's going to hold you back from living your best life today. That's going to hold you back from taking advantage of these remaining months, these remaining years in your life. You'll never have the best of your life because of the regrets in your life, because of the mistakes in your life, because of the shame in your life. You keep allowing them to come with you into the present, and it's messing you up. It's messing you up. So you got to let that stuff go. Okay, you gotta let that stuff go. Listen, be the last one to beat yourself up because people gonna beat you up. Some people so hating on you, they're so glad that you are the one that went through that they didn't even tell you. But if you could just get past that, oh man, I'm a testimony on so many levels. The devil thought he had me, but I got away. What he meant for bad, God has truly turned around for the good. I am a testimony. Can I get 10 of you to declare you're a testimony when you look at your life and you are able to dissect and identify there was moments of shame, there was moments of mistakes, there was moments of failure, there was moments of regret, but you still kept going and now you're winning in spite of what you went through. Listen, can I get about 10 of you to say, I'm a testimony? God has been with me, and what the devil meant for bad, look at God. He turned it around for my good. I am a testimony on so many levels. Okay, on so many levels. As I close this talk out this morning, I got one more thing I want you to walk away from, because we're talking about changing the way we think, learning to think for ourselves, and owning the healthy position that we should have moving forward. Last one, number 5, being busy is a badge of honor. We have to unlearn that. Being busy is a badge of honor. Being busy is not a badge of honor. Being busy is being busy. I'm a busy person oftentimes, and I'm finding myself that that's not a badge of honor. Sometimes it's just a mismanagement of a day. Okay. And somebody say, I got so much going on. I got so much going on. Then slow down. Slow down. You are responsible for managing your life. Okay, organize yourself in a way where you no longer carry this whole idea that being busy is a badge of honor. Stop thinking that way. That's not a badge of honor. That will cause you to lose your children. That will cause you to mess up your marriage. That will cause you not to take advantage of your health. That will cause you to mismanage your finances. That will cause you to not pray and not attend church and get a worship experience because you all caught up on all the stuff I got to do. I'm just a busy person. Coach, I'm just a busy person. I don't even like to use the term I'm a busy person anymore, because I'm responsible for the phone calls. I'm responsible for the meetings. I'm responsible for the agenda that I have within a day. I'm responsible to what I commit to. If you don't like what you are showing up with and what you're a part of, make some adjustments. But you don't have to be, oh, I'm so busy and this is so frustrating. Why? Why? I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I love helping people, and this platform is on its way to helping 1 million people strong. And I'm starting today with 17 on this live right now, and it's going to grow every week. It's going to grow every week. It's going to grow every week. And before I leave this world, God is going to allow me to be able to meet 1 million ambassadors, people who says, I'm committed to living life holistically: faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. If you have not purchased my book, go ahead and get your copy of Effective Living, the book, today. Go to my website. I will sign it and send it to you in the mail ASAP. God bless you guys. Have a great week. Remember, guys, start thinking for yourself. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And a lot of us aren't thinking. We're just doing. And we haven't been realizing how what we've been doing has not been working. Okay, so do what's going to allow life to work for you. I'm committed to helping as many people through my one-on-one coaching, through these group coaching sessions, and through public speaking and a whole lot of other things. Thank you for being a part of Effective Living. I do this because I feel as though this is my life's call. Today, I have a great day ahead of me. I hope you too embrace the fact that you have a great day ahead of you. Expect favor to come from your east, west, north, and south. Whatever you put your hands to, may it prosper in Jesus' name. God bless you guys.